So I'm having here with me Francois Dao from EDF. Francois, thank you for joining us here at our media center at the World Hydrogen Congress in Rotterdam. To start our discussion, I just wanted to ask you in a nutshell, so what was your personal journey to hydrogen and also to the current position at EDF?
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity of discussion. Myself, I'm an engineer. I've been based in the Middle East for now over 20 years, in the water business first, and then in utilities, and naturally for the last 5 years in renewables with EDF. Definitely, for me, it's a great opportunity to be part and to be actively part of the energy transition. And as you know, it's the DNA of EDF Renewables. Just one figure, right now in Middle East and Africa, we have a total assets of 4.1 gigawatt of renewables, wind and solar. We will add another 1 gigawatt soon from South Africa. And we see definitely green hydrogen and derivatives as a very major means to decarbonize industries, mobility of course, as well as energy production. And of course we must be part of it, and this is our ambition, and of course my presence here at the Congress is also a very must.
Yeah, you mentioned it. EDF, as the name indicates, comes from an electricity supply. And now the question is, what is your position generally on the topic of hydrogen? And how do you see, I mean, you answered it almost a bit, but how do you see it impact also your future business model?
Okay. One thing we should remember is that over 70% of the cost to produce green hydrogen or derivatives is in the renewable. In terms of efforts and time-consuming activities, is also renewables. We need years to study, to find the land, to study this land, to engineer this in order to find the most competitive energy mix to feed the electrolyzer and then the ammonia plant in order to produce it. So naturally, there will be a major part of growth in renewables coming from green hydrogen. Middle East and Africa region is quite exceptional on the world map as opportunity to produce thanks to the natural resources, solar as well as wind, and to export, because land is available nearby sea, towards either Europe or Asia, which are, of course, America is another topic, but definitely for us, MENA region, these are the two major end users location, future end users location. We all know, and I think we all agree that the need of green hydrogen or ammonia will be huge in near term. Yeah. We're talking about 2050, there are 100 million of tons in order to reach 1.5 degrees target. But it's still a near term, a short term is very uncertain. And this is, to me, one of the greatest challenge is to make the ball rolling. And us as renewable part, we want to be actively pushing for it, push and pull. We want to push it, and therefore our ambition on this region is to start preparing, pre-developing 4 megahubs of green hydrogen production for export, mainly from Morocco, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Oman. This is our ambition. We know that ambition is what we need to do, what we need to allocate resources. This is where I need to put my teams on. How much we'll get out will depend also on how the offtake market will be developed. this is something, as I said, is a bit uncertain, but we need to take the risk to pre-develop these projects so that we will be pushing this new energy, this future energy to take place, to happen in order to meet, simple like that, the energy transition that we all desperately need.
I couldn't agree more. And I mean, you mentioned it, we need to import energy. And Germany even way more than, for example, France in this case. And that's why, I mean, hydrogen and derivatives is key to unlocking this potential. Right. But the question is, I mean, you mentioned the projects mainly in the Middle East and also in Northern Africa. Mm-hmm. So where do you see the opportunities in exactly these regions? And also, are there also like challenges you encounter now when facing your ambitions and trying to implement these projects?
The great thing with this new story is that we need to build, and we must build these opportunities. Yeah. So there's no project as if it to be tendered or to be planned by local authorities. There is no such thing. There's no structure. We need to build it. So yes, we have teams of people, engineers, technicians running around, let's say the country like Morocco, south part of Morocco, same for Egypt, to find the right land. And then put the measurement to make and to engineer, to design the best mix between solar and wind. Typically in Saudi Arabia or in Egypt, we are blessed by the fact that the wind blows evening time, whereas solar is no longer producing. And so when we mix these two, and this is our added value, is to mix these two renewable energies to make the electrolyzer and the ammonia plant run as long as possible. The ammonia will be 127 for sure. The electrolyzer will run, let's say, 60-70% of the time. So this is where we will be able to have technical solution. We are engineers first, so that we are able to propose large volume of green hydrogen or ammonia at, I would not say competitive, but at reasonable price, because we start from the most effective way to do it. Then, I keep saying, make the ball rolling, so that we can propose to future end users something more accessible, and therefore create the demand, or no, the demand will come, but we'll just make it come a bit earlier, and then producing more and more energies. Yeah. Now, of course, this is my view. The global view seems very easy. Actual life is not at all like this. Because to develop such very interesting is that we are two different worlds. We need to work together. Electrons, electricity, and then molecule, yes. Chemical world. We never meet. Normally we never meet. No. This we have now to develop, to think, to engineer one single plant coming from solar panel down to the molecule, the green ammonia, green hydrogen, to be put on a ship and export. So you can imagine all the things. Finding land means securing it, to get the permits. Get the permits from the local region authorities. Of course, they need the green light, a blessing of the Ministry of Finance, as well as the Ministry of Energy, and sometimes Ministry of Economy. And that all this is, I think about my team, a headache for them, but this is the big challenge, and I'm trying to pass this message, is that we need a one-stop shop. All these countries need, and of course would see green hydrogen coming to their countries, and we understand clearly, but to smoothen our work, because we have plenty of challenges, but what can be done locally, which is a one-stop shop to overcome all these administrative process, will be very helpful. And then of course on top of it is a general, clear decision, political decision, to boost this new economy, new future energy. Then we can work toward the same direction.
Absolutely. 100% agree. And do you perhaps, as a last question, see, like it was discussed in a panel this morning, the European Hydrogen Bank, also the German H2 Global program, as a necessary instrument to boost the demand and also to create certainty also for your projects in North Africa and Middle East?
Definitely, it's sort of incentive, let's call it precisely, to start the economy, this business model. Yes, we need them. It's precisely one-stop shop of H2 Global is what we need from the demand side. Now I need the same. It's my job. It's my team job to produce it. So of course, these two are needed in order to connect, and then we have production, offtake, distribution in Europe to promote or to boost this new energy economy. I'm sure they will come. I have no doubt about it in Europe. That's why I need to focus on my job to find the right land to produce and to be able to propose serious offer of green hydrogen or derivatives very soon, I hope very soon, before 2030 for sure, in large volume. It's important, large volume, because we have no time for prototyping. We have no time for any research. That's no more. We need to be pragmatic. We as EDF are committed to this. We are investing resources. We are investing money for this. Of course, ambition is to be a major player, a major producer of green hydrogen of future energy.
Okay, so thank you very much, Francois. I wish you all the best with your job, because we definitely need the projects and the supply of green hydrogen derivatives.
Not only for us, because we need all resources, all efforts from everybody, including all companies who are involved in renewables. Because the need will be huge, and we need to push all together. Thank you very much.
Definitely, couldn't agree more. Thank you very much for joining us here, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Great conference. Thank you very much for organizing it, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.